Alright, so we got mid lane. Usually I ban Fredrin or YSS, but I just banned Glue, which is a good ban. I think Hilda's a good ban, Sora's a good ban. And I was thinking about playing Gord just because Gord has been strong. They banned Kalia, Angela. Got the Fredrin ban and the Lance ban. So those are good bans. Florin ban. Those are all good. Got an Exborg JG into the YSS. Oh. So because of YSS's dash and mobility with ult, it's really, really hard to play Gord into that. So I'm already like, nah, I need more consistent damage that I essentially don't have to target. So into super dashy heroes and also heroes that like to dive, I like to play Cyclops because your ult and second skill auto target, you can't miss them. You can run away really effectively with your second skill, and then you just take flash for that little bit of extra mobility. The build that I'm going, I go CDR. You always go CDR on Cyclops because he's super mana hungry and benefits a lot from being able to spam skills, and it's super helpful when you are in a fight to be able to get multiple ults off and also be able to like constantly be sped up. So that's why you build CDR on Cyclops. Next is the Skypiercer. The reason I build Skypiercer is one, to carry while playing as a solo player. It helps you snowball, and if you can get a lot of stacks and then maintain your stacks, it's essentially like reducing every hero on the enemy's team's health by 12%, which is a lot. That's a lot. That's what, 60% decrease in health across all 5 enemy heroes. You also get the movement speed. Now with Cyclops, it's really important to be super fast. You're often just going in and out of fights on the very edge, but you are targeted a lot and have to be nimble enough to escape the enemy's engage. You build, I forgot what this item is called, but it's the lifesteal item, and it gives you extra damage after you ramp it up. So Cyclops is really good at ramping it up, takes advantage of the extra health, extra lifesteal, and it gives him a bunch of damage. Then we go this item, which gives you some health, a little bit of armor, but it gives you CC reduction. It gives you a little bit of adaptive damage, and gives you movement speed. Let me check. Yeah, health, physical damage, 10% cooldown reduction, and it's called Brute Force Breastplate. And each second after dealing damage, gain 8 extra adaptive attack for up to 6 stacks. So 6 times 8 is 48 extra damage at full stacks. And you also get 2% extra movement speed for 4 seconds up to 6 stacks. So that's 12% extra movement speed and 25% extra control duration reduction at full stacks. This is another item that Cyclops is really good at stacking quickly. So, and yeah, this one's concentrated energy. That's what it's called. Increases magic power by 5 after dealing magic damage. This effect stacks up to 6 times and can only gain 1 stack every 0.4 seconds. When reaching full stacks, increases magic damage by 12% for 5 seconds. And then the last one is just the Divine Glaive for Pen as you get into late game, you're going against tanky people who have some magic defense. So in order to be able to do damage to them, you have to build that. You can see here, I'm not building anti-heal. At least not usually. I'll try, if I can, to either build pen or anti-heal, but not both. Yeah, and then late game, if I'm full build and then I die and lose my stacks here, I'll sell this item and buy something else. But it's a lot better choice for Cyclops when you got hella stacks. Then we go mage item for CDR. So the CDR cap is 45%. So we get 10% from the boots, 20% from the book, or enchanted talisman. So that's 30% total. 10% from the brute force breastplate. That's 40. And then here we get 5. So that's 45 total. We're able to increase the cap from 40 to 45 because we bought enchanted talisman. And that is why we don't buy, like, I see some people build 50% CDR. So they're wasting 5% CDR. They go a CDR thing right here. I didn't do that because I understand, like, the game, and I understand the limits of CDR and the CDR cap. So, yeah, don't make that mistake. Here's just more damage late game insurance. Here is reduced cooldowns after using alt. So you first skill, second skill, alt, that reduces first and second skills cooldowns, and then using first skill, second skill again reduces alt cooldown. It's just a positive feedback loop. Really nice. So this guy is suggesting Carmilla, and he was hovering Estus. I would have thought the Estus would have been better. I'm not sure, though. Like, I think Carmilla is fine, but into heavy dive, like, you want to kind of just group up on Estus. They're going to try to dive you, and Estus is just going to heal through it. That was my thinking. So they aren't that bursty. They're like dive. Like, Fanny is bursty, but we can withstand that burst. Arlott is bursty, but again, like, I feel like you just go Estus with Purify for this guy's alt. Yeah, Arlott alt, Khalid alt, and then you, like, can't die. No one can die. That was my thinking. All right, so we take boots first. Go into the mid lane. Okay, you can see the Khalid comes up. Usually the Khalid will check the buff on the side of Turtle to try to reveal the enemies. And then he gets some EXP and some gold for doing that. Let's see, actually. That Khalid took... Yeah, he took Encourage. So then the way Khalid gets experience and gold is he has to be next to people and be on top of waves. So usually he'd go, like, reveal people and then go back and help the mid laner collect the mid lane wave, and then hopefully be pretty close to level 2. Since Khalid is really fast, he can often reveal at the enemy buff, collect the mid wave, and go back and collect the EXP from the their jungler's buff and be level 2 so fast. But we made a super good play here. So we are into a Fanny, and what Fannies do usually is they start the blue buff always, and then they invade immediately level 2 and try to kill you at red buff. So instead of just going straight to red buff, the Xborg is like, I'm going to just start his red buff and avoid that level 2 fight, which is super smart, actually. Super smart. Even though people think all their teammates are Dark System teammates, they aren't. People just have bad games sometimes. That was a super intelligent decision by the X-Borg. So here we push the wave, and then Khalid is following me, and I was like, oh God, I'm going to die. I don't know why he didn't just jump on top of me, but I was just running to my team to help them secure that buff. And here we're having a little skirmish in the river. You can see that Ixia died already. Not sure how that happened, to be honest. So, yep, you can see the Fanny was on our red. Took it. So, now X-Borg is back to doing his blue. I was worried the Fanny was going to continue to invade, but must have been out of energy. The Khalid goes top again, so Ixia is just getting smashed already. I'm trying to farm. My goal here is we got turtle spawning in 17 seconds. My goal is to have my alt unlocked by turtle, which means I can't miss a mid wave. I can't miss like a single minion in the mid lane, or I need to get experience somewhere else in order to hit that. So we're trying our best, but you can see this is the X-Borg just getting smashed by the Fanny and the Khalid in his jungle. If I would have rotated there, I think he got one shot. So I think they probably would have killed me too. So if you're trying to help your jungle who's getting invaded and you can't, it's better to still be productive. So sometimes the most productive thing is just to not die. So we're prioritizing the mana item next. You can see the Khalid is pressuring the Jarhead bot, and I don't have priority in the mid lane, so Lunix is the first to rotate. But you can see I accomplished the goal of getting the ult unlocked. So now we're going to try to get the turtle. And I don't know where anyone is. I'm kind of waiting for the Carmilla to give some vision. Carmilla is super low level. She should be level 3 at turtle. She's only level 2. So, yep, there's the collapse. So I'm just trying to run, essentially. I just tapped my ult. I don't know who it would have been best to use it on, but probably the Lunix, because these guys heal too much and they're harder to kill. And you can see the X-Borg was on the Lunix, but I just tapped it because I was kind of panicking. And I died. So to avoid that, I needed to be further away or just go. I think I might have taken a bad angle. So here I'm like kind of starting the turtle, and we can see they're jumping on Jawhead. Boom, Jawhead's dead, so we know they're coming. So if I'm aware that Jawhead just died and I see them on the map, what I should do instead is I should position up here and then move my map to see them coming, and then kind of like creep up this way instead of going down. That would have saved my life. Because I kind of am just like surprised. I'm focusing on turtle. That was bad map awareness. And then I'd like run into them instead of run up. Jawhead's able to pick up the first kill for our team. But you can see we are just getting smashed early. And I saw that Khalid and I was like, dang. He's one shot. But I don't think I can get it. So back to farming. Need to farm. Need to keep your gold up. Need to keep your EXP up. So I'm like, okay, I cleared the mid wave. Top is dead. Bot isn't there. Jungle's just farming, so I just need to try to be productive. So I'm going to try to take this river crab. See Khalid up in the top side. Just trying to poke the Lunox a bit and get this wave cleared without taking too much damage. There's a roam by the Arlott, who he might have been able to flash ult and kill me there. So that I was just thankful he didn't do that. So now we're, I don't know, just hovering topside, just trying to be like, okay, we're so far behind somehow at 4 minutes that we just need to stall. So I am just trying to get some damage on the Fanny. There's no one else mid. So you could see 5-0 for the YSS. And YSS is a crazy hero. Trying to get the Arlott. We got him. And now I'm like, okay, all my stuff is on cooldown. I'm just exiting. And now once it's back up, I kind of revisit. Trying to help. There we go. First kill. There's a Lunox and a Fanny coming. Trying to help without dying. Oh, jeez. And then YSS tries to kill me as I'm backing. But what we're trying to do now is just stall. Stalling means farming on the side of the map that the enemy is not, and clearing waves so they can't bust towers. Got the Fanny treatment right there. I don't know what you do against a Fanny who like knows what they're doing and who is fed as a mage. You just can't play the game. I'm not too worried about that. I don't think that's like a big mistake. And then this is a mistake though. Talking trash to your team. Marksman and Rome started the feed. You shouldn't blame your teammates. I'm human. But you shouldn't do that. So he could have killed me, I think. He could have just dove past me and exited through our jungle, and they just dove a second time, though, and killed me. So here, I'm like gonna try to save this tower, and I'm thinking they're going to turtle, but I see the Khalid. He's hovering over here to try to block us from getting to turtle, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna take the wave. But then this guy, YSS, he's so fast with his ult that it feels like he comes out of nowhere. And just kills me, and Khalid kills me. So what I should have done is just give the tower there, I think. And then I'm like, I can't walk up now, because in an even game, they wouldn't be able to dive me, but we are so far behind, they can just force and kill us. So why would I force a Sky Piercer when we're this far behind? The reason is because if you can start stacking it up, you can really turn the tide of a game. So there, I just forced the trade kill. I think, I don't know if Lunox had a Yeah, this is me frustrated, down 19 kills. Jarhead's like enemy team high rank. I'm like team low rank. He says surrender. So everyone's mental is just doomed. Which normally it should be. Like you're down 21 kills at 7 minutes. So here I saw the Arlot. And I was like, hey, I got flash. Maybe I can like flash on him in this bush. And then like the Lunox comes out and I'm like, okay. And if it would have been just Lunox, I would have been fine. But I didn't see or anticipate the Khalid wrapping around behind me. And I was like, okay, I'm just doomed. I'm not even going to flash or flicker. Whole goal was just to clear the wave and back off and just get punished for that. Probably shouldn't have walked up though. Should have just been patient and sat under turret when we're this far behind. But we got a shutdown there. So when you're behind like this, you want to like look at the scoreboard and see who has a shutdown. If you can focus them and get the kill, you can be getting like 400, 500, 600 gold sometimes per kill. Look, like you see the system message. Enemy hero with high bounties is eliminated and our team gains a total of 1,550 extra bounties. So that means like because he was so ahead and he threw, we get a huge gold injection, essentially. So in order to come back, we need to collect bounties. We need to stall by clearing waves. They can't take our turrets if their waves are gone. And then we just need to back off and just give everything else, essentially. Because we're just trying to bide some time. So we're staying max range and just slinging skills and not following up on any of the skills. Not getting close, not flashing on anybody. We're just like, ulting her to get her to back off so I can hit the wave. Alt. Do a little damage, and Fanny comes out of nowhere, Arlot comes out of nowhere, and we're just getting smashed. But we got another shutdown on the Arlot. So now we got 1, 2, 3. We got 1,300. So yeah, we got 1,300 extra bounties for that kill. So what the enemy team should do here is they should just lord, because they just need to push. We are down 34, 27 kills right now. Just trying to farm. Almost got 3 items. So with Skypiercer, Cyclops is actually relevant at 2 items. And it's a pretty quick 2-item spike because both Enchanted Talisman and Skypiercer are cheap. And you can see, boom, with the Skypiercer, we got that gold there. And then we get the Fanny Treatment. But we got the shutdown on the YSS, which was huge gold injection, able to finish 3 items. And now I'm relevant. I'm a threat. Even though we're still down a ton. So now I'm not trash talking my team anymore. I'm trying to like strategize with them. Carmilla needs a multi-person ult. A multi-person ult allows me and Ixia to deal extra damage. And that's what we need in order to... So see, I can't follow up on that. I'm just kind of slinging skills. Not forcing myself to get too close to the X-Borg. He's a little deep. If we all die here, it's just GG. I'm just trying to use the turret. And I get Skypiercered. Down 31 kills. So at this point, I'm just thinking like, okay, how has the game not ended yet? and it's because Fanny doesn't push. So I'm like, okay, there's minions right here. We're doomed. But Xborg perfectly executes a stall by ulting the wave. I'm back. He literally saved the game right there. So our goal is to push these guys out of our base. And boom, another shutdown. Another 1,400 gold. And now we're like 2 people dead. 5v3. Everyone's up. There's no minions in our base. We got all waves cleared out, so let's lord. Focus the Fanny, who's the JG. Got her. And now I'm just free firing because it's a 5v2. Killed both of them. So the Lunox is up. She's going to probably run straight here. The YSS might run straight here. I'm out of mana. Trying to finish this. There's the YSS. So I'm like, I'm really worried he's going to just come murder me, but I just ult him and can one-shot him because he just ran into our whole team solo. Like a psycho. So now we need to get something off this Lord push. I'm signaling like, hey, homies, let's go bot side and get something done. And, oh, there's a Fanny. I got like no mana. And they're contesting us, so it's like we can't push. And I can't keep going. I need mana. And it's not regenning fast enough, so I'm like, I'll just base and take the cloud thing, rejoin with, and be able to actually contribute. I'm not trying to force. I'm like, okay, well, back to doing nothing. Down 30 kills, but we got 4 items now. So I'm hard to kill. I deal a good amount of damage. The Jarhead is looking at the YSS, and he got it. So then we engage, we follow up on his play. Dodge that because, and that was really close. I'm pretty sure that was just because of the Sky Piercer extra movement speed and the brute force stone plate extra movement speed. Boom, full build. So Sky Piercer is really helping accelerate my scaling. As a scaling mage, taking an early game build, yeah. And I'm not full damage either. I'm partially, I have 1 tanky item. And then the lifesteal item, and there I'm just like trying to clear waves because it's all we can do. Clear waves and ult people. This Lunox is looking doomed. Looking like we're gonna get her, and I flash out of the burst of the Fanny. And I was trying to get the YSS there. I couldn't manage it, but he keeps coming back. So I just keep slinging some skills at him. There's the Fanny ult. Second skill. Second skill. Bang. So I was trying to get the turret. I thought he could have killed me there, I'm pretty sure. That was his bad. I just got lucky. I'm just playing against not the best guy, I guess. But you can see there the extra CC reduction helped me get my skills off sooner to get that lifesteal going to keep me alive. And also the movement speed allowed me to get all the way back to where my team could assist me. So They should have lorded already. I don't know what they're doing. Allowing us to contest it. I'm trying to be safe. Just sling a bunch of skills. And then it's like, okay, we got another 2 of them. It's now a 3v5. The Fanny is just feeding again. That was really close. If they would have got Lord there, we could have lost. But the X-Borg pulled it out, and now we got minions on our base. We need to back immediately. So I was thinking, okay, I'll just push with Lord. That'd be the best way to push into their base. But if none of my team is with me, it's not the best. So I need to be with my team. I'm trying to ult him. I was going to try to hit the Arlot, but the Khalid came on the side of us. Ixia flashes in. I was hoping we could get the Fanny there. Flash, got the YSS. I think that was super important. He's a lot of their damage and wave clear. I was really lucky that Arlot missed me there with ult engage, and that is a dub. That is an insane comeback from 31 kills down. It was 42-9. That is how we do it.